What's up? It's Destiny back again for another video. And honestly, I was contemplating if I was gonna make this video or not because I'm like, do the people care? But it kind of doesn't matter because I care. So I just got back from meeting with my surgeon, Dr. Wilkie. And for one, I'm tired. I'm gonna just go ahead and say that I am so tired. I just have this fatigue, which is expected. I try to go to bed as early as I can, and I have to wake up early as I have to for work. But today I'm just so wiped out. So I might take Juneteenth off because I need rest, and that's what my ancestors needed as well, child. Okay, I'm taking it off. Anywho, so I just got back from meeting with my surgeon, Dr. Wilkie. And she was like, are you still making your blogs? I'm like, yes. I took some time off because, but I do still give updates. So I'm giving y'all an update. I didn't get more comfortable. So I met with her because, as you know, I just had a mammogram last week, Monday. And so I had to meet, she was the ordering physician. So I had to meet with her to go over the results. The results were really good. No evidence of disease, no evidence of cancer, as stated before. She does say that, I have dense breast, which I just honestly think most black women have dense breast. When it comes to the medical field, we know that the standard that they're gauging all of our numbers, all of these things are off European. I'm not European, so everything pertaining to me is not going to be in alignment with those numbers because we're just different. So I think people should take account of that when they're thinking about things and they're thinking about the medical field. You're not the standard if you're a black woman. You're not the standard. Your numbers are not the baseline is what I'm trying to say. So your numbers are going to be a little off. Like even for me, my blood pressure is typically on the lower side. That's just what it is. So it's just certain things that are different, and you should just keep that in mind when you're dealing with things. And this is pertaining to everything in the world, actually. Anywho, so based on me having dense breast and the type of cancer that I had, she recommends that I do an MRI annually as well. So I will have to get a mammogram and see her annually, and then get an MRI annually as well. So this was my mammogram for the year. I'm gonna have to get a mammogram in December. So that's what she's recommending, and I trust her. I trust my doctors, so I'm going to be doing that. Is it discouraging? Just a tad bit, only because it's like, I'm very thankful and grateful that God has kept me through this, but it's just like, more doctors I gotta see, more things I gotta do, more time taken away from I could be doing something else. But the thing is, being under surveillance like this is kind of what I say is good, because if God forbid something comes up, they're on it. So, but I believe that I'm completely healed in Jesus' name, and there's not going to be any reoccurrence or anything like that. So I'm not really concerned, but I am going to go through what I have to go through in terms of screening. So what else? So yeah, she did a physical exam. She, touched and everything, and I told her, about the swell spot and the compression bra. And she's like, yeah, wearing a bra, but she's like, you don't have to wear it at night if you don't want to. And she's like, just do your massages and stuff like that. So everything's looking good. Lymph nodes, nothing is enlarged, nothing is, she's like, you have a little bit of scar tissue from the surgery, but that's expected. So everything looks good. So I'm very happy about that. Now, she's the one who did my port as well. And she's like, so when are we going to take this out? And I'm like, ooh, good. We can start talking about that. So I have to when I meet with my oncologist next week, I will ask her, when can I schedule to have this port removed? And y'all, it's gonna sound weird, but is it bittersweet? I don't know. For one, I don't want to have to do another surgery. I don't think I'm gonna have to be put under for the port removal. I mean, I was put under for it being installed, so I don't know how it's gonna be removed. But y'all know, at first, you see it, I was so like insecure about it because I live in Florida. I wear a lot of like tube top type shirts, tank tops, dresses, things like that. And I was like, oh my God, people are gonna see this hump in my chest and be like, what's going on? What's wrong with that girl? Blase, blase. For the most part, I don't know why I was so worried about being bullied by other adults, because one, you can't beat me, okay? That's my response to everything. You can't beat me. I beat cancer. There's literally nothing I can't beat. And God, I don't want to have to beat anything. Let's just put that out there. You got to be very careful with your words, child, okay? It's not, why was I worried about grown adults bullying me? I don't know, because I was around a lot of mean people last year. That's why. If we're being honest, I was around a lot of people that were mean, and I guess I was just worried about that. Let me look at my time because I got to clock back into work. Oh, I got some time. So, but yeah, the only thing is, like, when I would make videos on the internet, like reels and stuff like that, people would be like, they'll DM me, hey, is that a port? And I'll just be like, yeah, actually it is. And they're like, oh my gosh, I'm praying for you. And then they would share their story or tell me that they have a relative. You know what I mean? So after a while, I was just like, whatever. So I'm like used to it in a weird way, but it do be itchy and I do be scared to touch it. So I'm just glad. I want all the foreign things out of my body, except my nose ring. I'm keeping that. But so we'll be doing a port removal video shortly. She's like ready, you know. And so these kids got to do some window washing. I'm looking at this window and this is ridiculous. Now, when I was growing up, and this is where being a millennial, I got to tap back in to what my parents did, okay? Because we had to wash windows and baseboards every spring. I don't typically make my kids do that. They finna start now. Because I'm looking at these windows, they finna do that. They doing that today when they get back. Anywho, so yeah, that's what today's update is. Like I said, I am going to just keep y'all updated on the health journey. I mean, the people who want to know. The people who don't can continue to scroll, just like I advise people to do. If you see something that you don't want to know about, keep scrolling, whatever. You know, who cares, whatever. Anyway, so that's today. June is a very busy month for me in terms of medical. So I already had immunotherapy at the top of June. I had a mammogram last week, met with my surgeon today. Friday, I meet with the radiologist for a follow-up, you know, a radiation after follow-up. And then next week, I have to do blood work. And then next week, I have immunotherapy. June is very busy. It gets annoying, you know, just having to whatever. But, you know, we thank God that we're still here. We thank God that we are able to do care for our bodies, to have health care, to have good doctors, to be able to be on the other side of this in a positive way. So I'm very grateful and thankful for that. I'm grateful and thankful for your prayers, your well wishes, and your positive words. It really does mean a lot. I know I was like just thinking about things last night or the other day. It was like, this time last year, I had no hair on my body. I had no brows. I had no lashes. I had no hair anywhere on my body. And now I just got hair everywhere. Y'all know the eyebrows been back, lashes been back. I got braids. You have to have hair to get braids, baby. I got hair. My hair longer than my oldest son. Granted, he did just cut his locks, but my hair longer than his little afro. So I'm just looking back and being reflective, and I'm just thankful There are plenty of days and nights that I did not think that I would see today, but here I am today. So saying that to say is that it gets better. It gets better. You have to go through some things sometimes, but if you just keep going and you keep believing, you will see the other side of it in a positive way. So that is the message here for today. I hope you can receive it and apply it to your life or to someone that you know. And I'm going to go ahead and get back ready to complete my workday. This is my week off from the chemo pills. So I don't know if that's why I feel so fatigued, because it's catching up with me, or what. I really don't know. But today, it was yesterday and today, I am so washed. Like, if I could sleep all day, I would. Like, that's how exhausted I am. And then I'm like, am I eating enough? So I'm trying to make sure that I'm eating enough to fuel my body, because that's why we should be eating. We're eating for our body. I don't really have much of an appetite. I don't know. I'm just exhausted. But I got to find the strength to finish out this little work day here, child. And I want to do my walk today. Maybe I'll pick up the camera for my walk if the weather permits. Like yesterday, it was raining. So we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and end it now. Where is she? Can y'all see her? Where you at? There she is. Piper. She's never far. Right? She's my Raja. If you watch Aladdin. Okay. You know, Raja is always with Princess Jasmine. Piper is my Raja. She's always with me. He's a good baby. She's such a good baby. I love this girl so much. Alrighty. Okay. She's not gonna stop. But I am. So, if you love someone, tell them I love you all.